Hi and welcome to Viral City. Here we're about capturing those viral moments that make you laugh, think and say wow. We love sharing content that make your day better. So if that sounds good to you, stick around and hit the subscribe button. Let's keep the good vibes rolling. It's story time again. Imagine waking up one morning, going about your normal day, and suddenly your body starts floating. Not just for a second, not as a joke. You actually begin to rise slowly but surely, as if gravity itself is letting you go. Sounds impossible, right? But that's exactly what happened to Sarah. Sarah is a loving wife and mother who lives a simple life with her husband Daniel and her teenage daughter Lily. Their home is like any other, filled with laughter, small arguments and everyday routines. But one day, out of nowhere, something strange happens. Sarah starts to lift off the ground. At first, it was just a few inches. She feels a little dizzy, maybe a little bit lightheaded, but nothing too alarming. She laughs it off. Maybe she just needs some rest. But the next day she floats even higher. She tries to hold on to furniture, but something is pulling her upward. Daniel and Lily did not know what to do. They grabbed her, hold her down and even tried to tie her to a chair. But nothing worked. Doctors came around, tests were done, but there was still no explanation. Now, Sarah isn't sick, she isn't in pain, but she's still rising. Soon, Sarah is stuck near the ceiling of their home. She has to eat, sleep, and live up there. It's funny at first, like some strange joke, right? But then reality sets in. She isn't coming down. Her family starts panicking. They bring in experts, try different treatments, and even consider tying her down completely. But deep down, they all know the truth. Sarah is leaving, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. As days go by, Sarah keeps rising. The ropes holding her down become longer, and eventually, she has to move outside. She floats above their home, looking down at her husband and daughter, trying to act like everything is normal, but it is not. Daniel refuses to accept this. He keeps looking for answers, for solutions. He believes if he just tries harder, he can bring her back. Lily, on the other hand, is angry. She doesn't understand why this is happening. Why is her mother leaving? Why can't she stop? Sarah, however, knows the truth. She tries to comfort them, telling them it will be okay. But then they don't want to hear it. Oh, she watches how they struggled, how they fought to hold on to her, even when it's clear she's slipping away. Then comes the hardest moment of all. Sarah reaches a point where the ropes can't hold her anymore. She looks down at her family once more, her eyes filled with love and sadness. And then, with a soft smile, she says, "It's okay. I have to go, and you have to let me go." Daniel and Lily don't want to. They want to hold on to her forever, but they can't. Sarah rises higher and higher until she reaches the Kármán line, the invisible boundary between earth and space. And then she's gone. Sarah didn't explode. She didn't scream. She just disappeared like a fading star in the night sky. Her family stands there looking up, knowing they will never see her again, and just that, she becomes a memory, a person they loved, a presence they have lost, and one they will truly never forget. This story may seem like science fiction, but it's really about something we all experience: losing someone we love. Sarah's slow rise is a metaphor for terminal illness, for the way a person can slowly fade away from our lives even when we are not ready to say goodbye. Her family went through the same emotions we all do: denial, anger, bargaining, and finally acceptance. Actually, they tried everything to stop the inevitable, but in the end, they had to learn that love isn't about holding on forever. Sometimes, love means letting go. Sarah doesn't scream. She doesn't fight. She just rises higher and higher until she disappears, lost to the sky forever. Do you have someone that is very close to you? Someone you really loved, or someone that you miss but have lost? We can give them a shout out in the comment section right now. Now back to the story. It's a heartbreaking story, but it's more than just science fiction. It's a metaphor for real life, for the way we lose people slowly, through illness, distance, or time. Sometimes, no matter how hard we fight, we can't stop it. But here's the question: what if there were solutions? Could Sarah's fate have been changed? Maybe science could have explained it. If gravity had stopped affecting her, could researchers have reversed it? If it was a medical condition, could they have found the cure?
Sarah? Sarah? All right, it's not very worried.
Or maybe the problem wasn't physical at all. If Sarah's floating wasn't just about body leaving, but her spirit pulling away. In real life, people drift emotionally before they leave physically. If Daniel and Lily had focused on healing as a family, talking, forgiving, loving, could that have just kept her grounded? Or maybe the real solution wasn't to stop her from leaving, but to make the most of the time they had left instead of fighting the inevitable. What if they had spent every second making memories, saying what needed to be said, and making sure she knew how much she was loved? And that's where this story hits the hardest. Because if you knew someone you loved was slipping away, what would you do? Would you waste time searching for answers that doesn't exist, or would you make every single moment with them count?
I want to go as high as I can. That's all now, Dave. I love you.
So, if you had only a short time left with someone you loved, how could you spend it? Would you fight against time, or would you cherish every moment you have left? Let me know your thoughts, and if the story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more thought-provoking movie reviews. Until next time, take care and remember to hold to the moments that truly matter. I love you. Viral City loves you. See you next time.